on, guys? I thought I'd do a quick video of Mario Tennis Open, and got my notes here. Yeah, I got to take notes, otherwise I can't give a good review, positive and negatives. Story, there really isn't a story at all, so I won't even get into that. It's more of a Mario Kart game where you play the character, play through his tournaments, different cups, bronze, silver, stuff like that. I'm sure you know the spiel by now. Gameplay, what I did like, plenty of Nintendo characters. The Mii implementation was cool. Tons of upgrades. You can get new rackets, clothes, shoes, and all those upgrades make the character maybe a better serve, stronger serve, more top spin, better slice, or just faster on the court in general. The gyroscope feature works really well. The game did implement on the touchscreen kind of like a color-coded help menu for newcomers. If you're playing an enemy and depending on his strengths and weaknesses, when he hits the ball to you, that on the touchscreen the color code will light up for you to hit that button. Like the red button will tell you to hit back as a top spin or something like that. So it's kind of a learning aid for new guys, new people. You can switch from left to right-handed for the touchscreen. So if you're left or right-handed, you can just whatever, depending on what your layout is. What I didn't like about the gameplay, it's only limited to 4 tournaments off the bat. And it's kind of like the bronze, silver, like I say. Once you beat the single player in the bronze, all 4 tournaments unlocks a silver, and so on. So there's only 4 in general, which isn't a whole lot. Very few unlockables for characters, like there's some costumes, and that's about it. My biggest peeve about the game was the mini games. There's only 4, and they're really dull. 2 were good. 2 were kind of cool, worth playing. The other 2 I avoided like the plague. And the problem that leads up to is, as you win tournaments, cups, you unlock different rackets, shoes, and stuff, like I said earlier. But you only unlock them for purchase in the clubhouse. To purchase them in the clubhouse, you need gold coins. The only way you win the gold coins is by playing these mini games. So, therein lies the problem, which I had a huge problem with. You're forced to play the mini games to get the coins to unlock, to pay for the unlockables, which I didn't like at all. I had some side notes. All difficult levels are available from the start. So if you don't want to play with the amateur, you can maybe skip to the intermediate. The option to continue the cup trophy at any point was a nice touch I liked a lot. I think I was playing single player last tournament. I was playing as Bowser, playing Mario, and the last set got really long, man, lengthy. And the game allows you basically to shut down at any moment and come back later and pick up where you left off, which I thought was cool. I don't remember any other game doing that. If you shut down in the middle of a tournament, I think you were forced to basically play over again the entire tournament, which I thought was cool. Graphics, 3D looks fine when tuned in correctly. The cons, that was the pros. The cons is if you have it up too high, it's hard to judge the ball when it's high up in air. I had to turn all the way up, and before I was going to return the ball, it looked like I was under the ball. But the way the 3DS was, I always misjudged it, so it either fell behind me or in front of me. So you got to kind of play around with the 3D on that, in that effect. Multiplayer is kind of 50-50. You get a good a good match with no lag, you'll have fun. I've gotten either or. Really good fun match, and I got just laggy, like playing in molasses type match. Replay value, in my opinion, has got a lot of replay value. You got online friends to play with. You're golden. Different difficulty levels and different characters and stuff like that. You have fun. But the cons is maybe some people pick it up and fly through the single player, doubles, tournaments, kind of tire of it quickly and just maybe trade it in or sell it. So I kind of lean more towards the left. I think it has a lot of replay value. And what I want to talk to most about is what I liked about the game so much. Obviously, I pointed out some things I liked, what I didn't. But these are some previous Mario games. Tennis. There's the GBA and Mario Power Tennis. These two are more of an arcade type of tennis games. Yeah, I know you're thinking, well, it's a Mario tennis game. How can it be any different? Well, the difference between this is it's more of a sim, which basically means if you know your shots, you know when to use the shots, how to get your character pushing back towards the baseline, maybe just do kind of a drop shot over the net. You can always win with good strategy and knowledge of the shots and your opponent's weaknesses. Whereas these games were arcadey and they were kind of cheap in my opinion. If you're playing, say, I think it was Yoshi in this game, and you get him down by the baseline and you do basically a drop shot. Drop shot is basically you just touch the ball to a point where it just barely goes over the net and it forces the character to sprint to the front of the net and try to get it. Well, in these games, you know, Yoshi and other characters, they had this magical ability to, you know, sprint from anywhere on the court and hit it back over or whatever. So it was kind of cheap in my opinion. I'm not even going to get into the power shots they had in these games. I mean, they were just undefendable. They would just jump up in the air and charge and do all kind of wild shit, lightning flying out of their ass and everything else. And they would hit the ball, and you couldn't defend it at all. There's nothing you could do about it. If they got that power shot wound up, you're done. You know, that was the point of them. But this game here, it does the power shots are a little more tamed down. So I like this game a lot because it's more of a sim. And no matter what shot the opponent gave me, I could defend it if I knew what I was doing. You know, that's what I liked about it the most. It was really, very kind of realistic in my opinion. You know, you do a nice drop shot, get him running up to the court, do a lob, a lot of them behind him, he can't get it. And they could do the same to you as well. So you're always thinking. So it's more of like a sim type game, which I really, really liked a lot. I mean, that's why I was kind of hesitant buying this game because I was thinking it was more like the other two, more arcadey and kind of cheap. You know, it's kind of like the the Mario Kart Blue Shell thing. You know, just you know what I'm talking about, cheap. But this game isn't like that at all. You know, you keep playing, you unlock a racket. I was playing as my Mii. You know, I got a good racket. I think I got Bowser's racket, which has a lot of power. So my serve was powerful. If you time it correctly, you get a lot of aces. Good power shot. They couldn't, you know, you get the opponent where you need to get him to get a good power shot in. He couldn't get it. So I like the game a lot in that respect. It's more of a sim this time around. And I played for the first 4 cups single player with Bowser. It was about 3 hours long. And the second game I did doubles. It was my Mii and Bowser. And we did all right. It was a little more challenging with doubles with the AI partner, but they're not as dumb as you would think. And overall, it was just an excellent experience. I do recommend the game highly for 3DS owners, sports fans, Mario fans. Just from what I said earlier, it's more of a sim this time around. So, if you are careful about your shots, know your opponent's weaknesses, you'll have a lot of fun with this game. They kind of took out the cheapness out of it in previous games, and throw in a multiplayer. You got a good game. I was really surprised how well I liked it. I bought it. I got a good deal on it. I figured, I picked up for that, but I really, really liked it, enjoyed it, which is why I'm doing this review. So I hope you guys got some out of this. If you got questions, feel free. I always answer them. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks.